In 90 Day Fiance. Before the 90 days, Brian and Ingrid, his Brazilian girlfriend, tell their story. 2 years ago, the two connected via an internet dating app. But by finally getting together in person, they intended to advance their relationship. Fans had several questions after their initial exchanges. One of them discussed Brian's horrifying past and how it contributed to his paralysis. But he seems reluctant to tell his partner that there may be more to the story. See what it was by reading on Brian's 90 Day Fiance, a quadriplegic's struggles. In the 7th season premiere of 90 Day Fiance, Brian informed his pals about his intention to travel to Brazil prior to the 90 days. He claims that he is now prepared to fall in love once more. But later on, one of his buddies questioned him about whether he planned to share private moments with Ingrid. He acknowledged that he had trouble with intimacy and said that after they move into a house, he plans to conceal Viagra pills in various locations. Brian went on to say that he gets headaches when having sex. He received praise from many people for being open about his illness. However, a few of Reddit users believe he is still keeping something from everybody. The terrifying past of Brian. A few Redditors talked about Brian's dubious tale from the BF90 Season 7 opener. The star of 90 Day Fiance first stated on the poster that he could no longer walk as a result of a carjacking event. He claimed that during the altercation, one of the offenders shot him. However, Brian later claimed that the carjacking episode wasn't a random occurrence. He continued by saying that he's scared to tell Ingrid the entire tale, which has caused many people to doubt his background. The Reddit user also learned that Brian was a guest on a podcast where he told the real-life tale of how he ended up quadriplegic. There were only gangs, drugs, and low-income housing in my neighborhood, he says, adding that, aside from boxing or baseball, one of his life's inspirations was being a drug dealer. Then, admitting that his father belonged to a mafia, he claimed to have grown up in a household of gangsters. Brian acknowledged using marijuana when he was 16 years old. Eventually, he began to sell marijuana. In addition, he developed a cocaine addiction and had sex with other women, which ultimately caused his marriage to fail. Thankfully, he took a different route and eventually secured employment at a car dealership. Brian says his ex-wife sent the carjacker in 90 Day Fiance. In the same episode, Brian disclosed that after leaving work, he was the victim of a carjacking. But contrary to what he said on the broadcast, it wasn't a coincidental event. The 90 Day Fiance star said that a stranger asked him to exit his car and threatened him with a gun. In response, he claimed to have a gun even though he didn't. The suspect then shot him in the shoulder, and the bullet went through his back. Brian said the gunman merely stole his wallet and his Gucci watch. Additionally, he thinks the watch and wallet were part of the cash the man received from his ex-wife. Brian has no further evidence to support his assertions. However, it appears that he doesn't want his past to terrify Ingrid. Return to Gossip Fact 24 for all your updates if you're searching for more 90 Day Fiance news.